So we're back here where I had figured out my error, right? I knew that it wasn't right because I wasn't getting, let me move over here, the 38.6 that we got in both of these other ones. That should still be holding. So if you don't get that, it must mean you did something wrong, and go back and double check. So my probabilities were not summing like they should have, and if they were, then it would have been okay. So I fixed that mistake now, so I'm getting the same answer that I should be getting. Great. Now this is still going to be within 3 years, but the number or the reference number is going to change. So it's the mean, which is, whoopsie, let me click here. So I want to take 3 years away from the mean. So let me push that down. So it's cell M17 now with my mean. And then this has still got to be the mean plus 3 years. So it's still M17, 38.6 there. So I want to know which of these sample bars, right, these X bars, is between 35.6 and 41.6. So 35.6, 35.3 is too low. That's not within. I want to be within these two numbers, right, in the middle. 36 counts, so that's good. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41's good. 41.3 is okay, but 42 is too high. So let me peach these so you can see them. There they are. Okay, so these are all the sample means that fall between these two values right here. What do the probabilities add up to? Well, you want to make it the sum of all those ones you just highlighted right there, right? All of these probabilities have to add up. There we go. So it's 0.7. It's a little bit higher. Now think about why that is for a second before we head away from this problem. Over here, when we were dealing with samples of size 2, they're more spread out, right? They're farther away from each other. Less of them are packed in the center. So the probability of being in the center region, right, between these two numbers is only 0.6. Only 60% of the data falls in there, which means 40% is outside in the tails. Over here, right, we're talking about larger samples, right? It is harder to get a sample mean to be far away from the center if you've got more actors getting pushed in there, right? So look, this tail and this tail add up to only 30% now, and the center region is now 70%, right? More of the sample means more of these X bars right here in this column are getting shoved into the center of 38.6, and less and less and less of them are on the tails because the actor ages balance each other out. It's hard to get a sample of this group that's low or high, right? In general, it's going to be right around the mean. If you took samples of size 4, that would even be more packed around the mean. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, I think I've shown you everything I can for 8.1 number 33. That is one of the trickiest problems we do. So hopefully you bared with me. Next time we'll be moving on to section 8.2, which is also quite tricky, I'm sorry to say. All right, see you then.